Fighter and the Kid. You think
Great show.
You think
fine program.
You think we got hot takes? Get ready for some hot takes. And as you know, Brendan Schaub can't stand shoes not being on the table, so he put his own up there. He's wearing Nanette's shoes in this, by the way. Just want to point that out.
My shoes were ripe. I like the Buzz Lightyear colors.
Yeah.
Basketball guy. Remember we got caught wearing the
More in the watch.
the girl's dress.
Bob Costas?
No, the guy.
Marv Albert.
Marv Albert. Like that voice, man.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Great
something
voice.
about that voice is great.
I don't want to hear him in the UFC, though.
Huh?
I don't want to hear him break down the UFC.
Yeah, but I think Rogan's got that voice, man, where you get
Yeah.
That's weird. They're sucking Rogan's dick. This is the first time they've done that.
But he's so good.
Is he?
He's so smart and brilliant and genius.
Is he?
It's good.
There's a reason.
What else you got, Jim?
This is
guys want
correct.
more?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want fucking more.
Hey, did you get that? Did you
God
get that
damn
card
it.
I made him? Stay safe and stay
Shut
at
up.
home.
Look at this.
This poor girl. She's a girl inside that suit. She was wearing a Stormtrooper
Yeah,
outfit.
but look what they just dealt with.
I know. That's the time.
We're gonna go. We're gonna. I
Can
have
I
seen
just say
this.
something?
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, calm down. We're just
Relax, buddy.
setting it up, right? Like,
Timing was terrible. But you know, May 4th is a big Star Wars holiday, right? May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th,
yeah.
that's right.
So for the restaurant, she had to dress up like this to get more customers to come in. And then the cops obviously got a lot of calls that someone was dressed as a Stormtrooper and had a gun, but it's a plastic gun. And then they took her down right here.
She's 19.
The problem is, too, because
She's old enough to know better.
wait, that's a joke, right? He's joking. That's a joke. That has to be a joke, right?
I mean, the restaurant wanted her to do this, too.
Is she playing music?
Yes, there's music coming out of her head. Fucking retard. The restaurant's playing music, you moron.
But music play where from?
I think the car driving by.
Well, that's
They're
a
just
real
filming.
gun. That's a real gun.
So now you see the cops pulling up,
Did he say that's a real gun?
It looks like a real gun.
right?
He starts crying.
Is he?
He's not kidding.
By the way,
no, he's
can
not
I just
kidding.
say something?
He's not kidding.
Can I just say something? I know it's not a bit. If this were a bit, would it not be hilarious?
Of course.
If somebody were doing that
Of course.
seriously, going, well, it could be a real gun.
But that's
I
when you know
mean,
it's not a bit because these guys are never funny.
Well, that's how. Yeah, but he's like, he's unironically saying like that would be funny if you went, nah, it could be a real gun. You don't know. And hey, she's old enough to know better. Am I right? That's right. Get on the ground. But like, is he serious right now?
He is. This is.
Is she playing music?
I think the car driving by.
Well, that's
They're
a
just
real
filming.
gun. That's a real gun.
So now you see the cops pulling up,
It looks like a real gun.
He
right?
starts crying. And
She does cry, yeah. And the problem is the suit, you're not able to get down. So they're telling her to get down. You don't really see it in the video.
she can't?
She can't get down because she can't bend her knees.
You could full screen the video if you wanted, buddy.
Okay, but
Dude,
don't
how
be a
about-
fucking idiot
I
and
know.
walk around
Yeah,
with a gun.
man.
Wait, he's being serious, isn't he? Again, if this were a bit, I would be fucking dying laughing. Like, okay, that's funny. Don't walk around with a gun. You might get shot by cops. What do you want?
Don't be an idiot and walk around with a gun.
Yeah, you didn't hear they tied up some 15-year-old girl and set her on fire in this neighborhood? Yeah, they said she was, it was Halloween night. They said she was dressed as a witch. They were afraid she might be a witch. Yeah, well, you know, can't dress like a witch, not even on Halloween. Like, this guy's idea of what you're not allowed to do. So you, wow, Brian.
That's you're being a fucking idiot.
This is what I don't.
I
that a real
totally
gun?
sympathize with the cops.
Was that a real
Doesn't
gun?
matter. Looks like
What? He totally sympathizes with the cops.
Fucking simp. No, I'm kidding.
real
doesn't
gun?
matter. Looks like
100%,
Looks like
Brian.
Plastic gun. Get down. So they're telling her to get down.
Sorry,
You don't really see it in the video.
She
Like,
can't?
she can't get down because she can't bend her knees.
Okay, but
Dude,
don't
how
be a
about-
fucking idiot and
know.
walk around
Yeah,
with a gun.
man. I'm
That's you're
sorry,
being a
like-
fucking idiot.
This is what I don't.
I
that a real
totally
gun?
sympathize with the cops.
Was that a real
Doesn't
gun?
matter. Looks like
100%,
Looks like
Brian.
it.
Brian, 100%.
I totally sympathize with
and
the cops.
And it's like,
Great job. They did their job.
They must be terrified of their cops over there.
I totally sympathize with the cops. They did their job. Even when the plastic gun was on the floor, them smashing her head to the ground.
They broke a teenage girl's nose. They broke a teenage. Basically, guys, she had the equivalent of one of those jobs where you're a sign spinner. right? Like that's it, because the cafe
Yeah.
was like, go out dressed like a stormtrooper and promote the restaurant. So imagine she basically is a teenage girl, a sign spinner who got her fucking nose broken by the cops. And Bryan Callen is, wow, man, that is some bootlicking right there. That's some. You could say, oh, you guys hate cops or whatever, but that is a level of bootlicking like I've never seen.
100%.
That could have gone so ugly. That could have been. That's exactly how a
sorry.
psycho would do
But
it.
no. See,
That's
Bryan,
exactly how a psycho would do it. A psycho would do it because how many shootings have they dressed up like a stormtrooper and shot people up? And I'm not talking about the Battle of Endor. I'm talking about real life.
they shot. They beat up and traumatized a teenage girl who was doing a thing that I think is pretty widely known about at this point, carrying around a Star Wars blaster that Officer Bryan Callen has identified as a real firearm.
Of course, bro, Bryan Callen. Well, his dad's in the CIA. Excuse me, a banker. He should know.
Like,
Don't give a shit
there should be no support of
after
what
the
these cops
fact,
do.
Sorry.
right? After the fact, we found out that it was an airsoft gun or it was a painted water gun. Try being a cop and pulling up to somebody that's walking around with a black gun.
And by the way, one of the things
there-
Bryan said too that really bugged me goes, because that could have been, a really bad situation. Who knows what kind of bad situation could have happened. What would have happened was the girl would have finished her shift, jumping around in front of a stupid restaurant like she was paid to do, went home. The cops showed up and made a situation where there was no situation. You see my problem? Like, he's pretending like, oh, yeah, well, the cops are doing their job. That could have been a real potentially bad situation. No, it was just potentially a non-situation. The cops showed up and created a situation.
Wait. What I don't understand is, so let me ask a question here. What if you live in a state where you can open carry? What if you live in a state where you can open carry and you're walking around with a gun? How come cops aren't going up? And that happens a lot. How come cops aren't going up and telling people to get on their knees when people are open carrying and say, because that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to fucking shoot up a place, especially if they're dressed like a fucking stormtrooper.
You're a cop. You know how
Liger.
scared they are?
And after dealing with the fucking recent shooting,
Yes,
we know
yes.
that there are
Yeah, man.
copycat shootings.
There's a recent shooting, so fucking smash your girl's head into the ground.
Yeah.
Obviously, it makes the most sense. Guys, these people are friends with Joe Rogan. Please don't question them.